Concerned civil society groups have taken to the streets across Nigeria to protest against rising cases of kidnapping in the country. In Lagos, the National Day of Mourning was commemorated to remember victims of violent killings across the country. The protesters used the occasion as an avenue to demand for accountability in the provision of security and welfare for Nigerian citizens. They moved to the Lagos State House of Assembly to submit their 6-point demand to the lawmakers, including their petition. And TVC News Correspondent Sharon Ijasan joins me now from the venue of the protest. Sharon, in a country where almost everyone is becoming numb because we report these cases of insecurity every other day, it's sort of refreshing to see people, remember the victims of insecurity. Bring us up to speed on this.
It's been a busy morning here in Lagos, Nigeria, and from the information gathered here, this protest is happening simultaneously in the 36 states across the country. For these civil society groups, about 16 of them came together to come out to ensure that they speak up and they speak out on this issue. For them, they have had scenarios whereby some of their family members also have been kidnapped, released, and they actually had to pay ransom. So for them, they feel it's expedient for those that did not make it out and actually had to pay the utmost price of losing their life. They feel it's important that a national day be set up to remember these victims. And right now, as we speak, we can see that they are marching out of the Lagos State House of Assembly. They've delivered the petition. The House of Assembly representatives, about 4 of them, actually received the petition and also allowed people to know the government's stand on insecurity. According to them, some days ago, the Lagos State House of Assembly came up with an agenda to pass a message to the federal government, precisely the president of the country, President Muhammadu Buhari, to ensure that he holds a national address to address the particular situation which everyone is faced with in the country right now, which is securing people, securing lives of property, and especially securing schools.
We understand that they presented their petition and 6-point demand to the State House of Assembly. Can you walk us through those 6-point demands?
Well, amongst the demands, one of the demands that seems to be most important is that which affects the ordinary people. According to them, the poverty line has been really increased, and for them, they want the government to ensure that the fuel subsidy is looked into. According to them, according to information that we have, that we also experience, electricity price has actually also increased or quadrupled over the last period of year or 2 years. So for them, they want the government to look into these issues because these issues affect the price of goods and commodity in the market. So amongst all the demands, for them, this is very expedient. The price of fuel pump price, the price of electricity has to be reviewed to favor the common man.
Thank you, Sharon, for bringing us up to speed on this. Our correspondent Sharon Ijasan live for us here in Lagos.